Hey, what's up everybody? It's Chris from Fast Cars Live, and again, we're still plugging away on the Project JPS Camaro. Got another little quick tech tip for you today. Another not so pleasant job. We're still working on the doors so we can get the door jambs painted and get them looking pretty decent so we can buff out the outer paint because it is the original lacquer on the car. So we want to go with the patina look for a little while. I think eventually we'll probably wrap the car. Probably just going to do something close to the stock color in a satin white. But I don't want to open the doors and have the door jambs look really bad. So I decided we're going to clean them up. We're going to shoot them with some of the factory Ermine white paint that I got from Automotive Touch-Up. But today I want to show you how I'm prepping those. And for those of you that don't know, when those cars are built in the factory, the doors are put on the cars and then they're painted. So inevitably what happens is behind the door hinges, between the door hinges and the body, and the door hinges and the doors, rust develops. So I'm just going to show you a quick little tip here on how I was able to get it out pretty easily. And it's actually going to be using this POR 15 rust remover, a wire brush, and just a shop towel. So give us a second and I'll show you how we do it. All right, so here you can see what the inside of the doors look like behind the door hinges. This one's actually not too bad. There's not a whole lot on this one. There was a little bit more on this one. And here is the one that I cleaned with the POR 15 rust remover and a wire brush. And it didn't take a whole lot of effort. And it worked pretty well. I'm not looking to sand these things all the way down and make it look perfect because eventually, someday, this will get painted for real. But I just don't have $10,000 or $15,000 in the budget right now to do that. So hang on with me for a second and I'll show you how easy it is. All right, so basically what I did is I just took a shop towel and I kind of soaked it in the POR 15 rust remover. By the way, we're not sponsored by POR 15. We're not getting paid for this. Just thought I would share this with you guys because it's a product that actually worked. So all I did was soak the shop towel a little bit, and then I just went and squeezed it out and dropped a few drops of the POR 15 on it and let it sit there and soak for a little while. You can actually dab it on or rub it in. So once you do that, if you take your wire brush and just run over it a little bit and then go back with your damp rag and wipe it, you can see the rust starting to come off. And it takes a little bit of work. It doesn't just wipe off, but it definitely works pretty quick. And you can see all the rust coming off, and I know a lot of that is the wire brush, but it's when I did the body, I actually just used sandpaper and I sanded it all down, and that works too, but I think honestly this works a little bit easier. So basically you just keep going back and reapplying. This one I actually let dry out a bit as opposed to the other side. I kind of did it while it was wet. The instructions say that this POR 15 will work in as little as 20 minutes for light rust, but you can also soak really rusty metal in it overnight and it will work a little bit better. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep working this like this. I may wet it down a little bit more. I've let the other side soak a little bit more, and I'll go back and drop a couple of drops on that as well as I go back and work on those to get those cleaned up. But there you have it. With very little effort, you can get something like that to look like that. All right, we're all done. And I did actually have to go back and use a little bit of sandpaper. There were some spots on the doors. I don't know if you can really see them. It's kind of hard to see, but there's some spots that were really pitted, and I just couldn't get it in there good enough with a wire brush. So what I did is I ended up using a little piece of sandpaper and going back and forth in like a crosshatch pattern, and then I was able to drip some more of the rust remover on that, let it sit, and then go back with my wire brush and just wipe it off. So that's how they look. That's how they came out. I think pretty good, and for our purposes I think it'll do just fine. Okay, just one last thing. Make sure you follow the directions on the package and take your safety precautions. Don't want anybody getting injured by just cleaning off some doors. All right, guys, there you have it. A quick tip. Just a friendly reminder, safety first. Gloves and eye protection. This stuff can be pretty nasty. It doesn't actually smell too bad, but anyway, you want to make sure you protect yourself so you can enjoy your ride. Thanks for watching. Follow the build on Instagram. Follow Fast Cars Live. I almost said our old name, Live Naked Cars, which is another funny story. Thanks to Barry McGuire, we changed it to Fast Cars Live. But anyway, that's another story for another day. Thanks for watching. You can follow the build on Facebook and Instagram. Check us out, our YouTube videos. We've got a bunch of YouTube videos up for tech tips and also some pretty cool cars. We're going to hopefully get back to making some YouTube videos on some cool cars as well pretty soon. We're actually working on some virtual interviews with the whole COVID thing. I know a lot of people don't want to be sitting in a car with someone that they don't really know that well. But anyway, thanks again for watching. Have a great weekend.